Hi, boys and girls. Well, today we're going to read about a fox. And a fox is another forest animal. And we're going to find out some interesting facts about our friend the fox. Wait a second. Facts. Fox. They both begin with what letter sound? You're right. F. And guess what? This fox's name also begins with F. This is Ferdinand Fox's first summer. Wow, a lot of f in this one. Ferdinand Fox's first summer. And it's written and illustrated by Mary Holland. What do you think she used to do her illustrations? Yep, you're right, a camera. She sure did. She has a lot of nature books. So let's have a look at Ferdinand Fox's first summer. Ferdinand and his 4 brothers and sisters were born in an underground den at the end of a tunnel. For the first few weeks of his life, Ferdinand lived completely in darkness. Ferdinand is the runt of the litter. A runt means the smallest one. He's the smallest of all the red fox kits. Kit is the name of a baby fox. The kits drink only their mother's milk when they are very young. Hold the phone. If he has fur all over his body and he drinks milk from his mother, that means he's what? You got it. He's a mammal. When they're about 5 weeks old, the kits decide to see what the world looks like outside their den. When they first come above ground, fox kits stay close to home. Okay, we've been learning some facts, like for the first 4 weeks they live underground and they drink only their mother's milk and they're in darkness all the time. But when they're about 5 weeks old, they come out. Well, those are facts. We can read about them and get the information. But my opinion is these fox kits are mighty darn cute. The mother continues to care for and nurse the kits. Ferdinand is the 3rd one in line today. First, second, third. Here's Mom. She's definitely got a long bushy tail that's going to help her stay nice roasty toasty when she curls it around her body. The mother also spends a lot of time grooming her kits. That means keeping them nice and tidy. She uses her teeth to grab bugs and burrs from their fur and then spits them out on the ground. Wonder if she should eat them. That way it would be saving, and then she could get some nibbly food. You can see her pulling on the fur there with her teeth. Cool. And listen to the word burr and fur. Yep, they rhyme. Young foxes learn about the world by using their different senses. Like human babies, red fox kits put all kinds of things in their mouths to see how they feel and taste. Ferdinand picks up anything and everything he sees, even sticks. I don't know that I would put a stick in my mouth, but then I'm not a baby fox, so that's probably why. And we know there are 5 senses. We definitely use our eyes to see, our ears to hear, our nose to smell, our mouth to taste, and our skin to touch. Foxes use their ears to explore the world too. Ferdinand listens by pointing his ears towards the sound that he hears. Oh, look, and the fox has those cup-shaped ears that we talked about with the bat. When we make our sound, when we cup our hands and put it behind our ear, it makes the sound clearer. A fox's most important sense is his sense of smell. Ferdinand's nose sticks out in front of the rest of his face. He uses it to smell the wind. I guess there's some smells on the wind. Every animal leaves their scent on everything they touch. And unlike people, foxes are able to smell these scents. Sometimes animals leave their scent on the ground where they walk, and sometimes they brush against plants and leaves that leave the scent on them. So it looks like he's sniffing this flower, but the flower's in the crease of the book, so it's kind of hard to see. Sometimes the kits leap up into the air and pounce on one another. They are practicing for when they have to hunt for their food and pounce on a mouse. Cool. Pouncing looks like it could be a lot of fun. Ow. It might look like they're fighting, but fox kits play just like puppies. Sometimes they even bite each other, but not very hard. Fox kits pretend to fight in order to see who the leader is and to learn how to defend themselves against a hungry hawk or a coyote. Even though Ferdinand is the smallest kit in his litter, he never gives up, and sometimes he even comes out on top. I like the way he's managed to make it on top. His big brother. So now we know that coyotes and hawks are predators of baby foxes. Just like human babies, as the kids get older, they start to eat solid food and drink milk. Both parents start bringing food back to the kits. The parents leave the den to hunt and then come back and drop what they caught on the ground. The first kit to pick it up gets to eat it. So I'd always have to try and be first if I wanted to have the best dinner. Ferdinand doesn't like the snake that his mother brought back, but he does like eating squirrels. You can see a bit of the snake left hanging out of his mouth. So snakes aren't his favorite food, but he does like eating squirrel. Well, I'm glad Ferdinand likes eating those things, but I don't think I want to eat a squirrel. Definitely don't think I want to eat a snake. Soon, the mother stops letting the kits drink her milk. Sometimes the mother fox has to growl at the kits to stay away. So she's saying, nope, you're all done. The milk bar is closed. You got to go find your own food now. Without their mother's milk, the kits become very hungry. This makes them more interested in learning how to find their own food. By the time summer ends, the young foxes get all their own food. Ferdinand is good at catching moles. Wow, so he's managed to catch a mole on this one. So now we've seen him eat a snake, we've seen him chew a stick. We know that he likes to eat squirrels, and he's good at catching moles. As the weather turns cold, Ferdinand and his siblings sleep outside on the ground and no longer use their den. In cold weather, they curl up in a ball and tuck their noses under their fluffy tails to keep warm, even in the winter. Hey, we learned about bushy tails with our friend the squirrel. Next spring, there will be several new dens and several new litters of foxes in the woods and the fields. Ferdinand will be grown and busy raising young of his own. Wow, good one, Ferdinand. You managed to live and grow through the summer. And then here are some fun facts and adaptations of the foxes. lots of information. That's what I like about books, is they can provide us with a lot of different information. Look at that. All right, so on this page here, there are a lot of things that red foxes eat. And this is going to help us decide if they are a herbivore, which eats plants, a carnivore, which we know eats meat, or an omnivore, which eats both. So let's take a look. We've got, a groundhog, some elderberries, a squirrel, a raspberry, some different kinds of strawberries, a chipmunk, blackberries, a mole, a turtle, blueberries, and we've got some red currants, we've got frogs, we've got snakes, we've got a mouse, we've got a quail, and we've got his favorite, another kind of squirrel. So I see both plants and meat on there. So if he's eating both, that makes him what? You're right, omnivorous. So for your assignment, you're going to need to think of 4 foods that Ferdinand could find in his forest that he would be able to eat as an omnivore. When you draw them, make sure you draw them in lots of detail and then try labeling them. All right, scientists, happy omnivore food labeling and drawing.